Alrighty guys, what's going on? It's Joseph here back for another LEGO Star Wars video here today. And today guys, we have some brand new LEGO Star Wars minifig images, which are basically just much more clear, have a little bit more detail, or just kind of cool to look at. So let's get right into them, shall we? Before I get into the video though guys, I do want to give a reminder that at 2,000 subscribers, I am giving away free LEGO Star Wars. What the prize is, you might ask? Well, it is the new LEGO Star Wars Summer 2021 Boba Fett Slave 1 obviously comes with Old Man Boba and Beskar Mando, and all you have to do to be entered is to literally be subscribed. So it's one click of a button, and you have a chance at free LEGO Star Wars, a $50 set. So I mean, I don't know about you, but a free set that normally costs $50 sounds good. And if you want to double your chances to win the giveaway, you can DM me and follow me on Instagram, and that will double your chances. So yeah, please make sure that you guys enter the giveaway. Starting out with our first new image though, here we just have a look at what looks to be like a back of the instruction manual or a catalog or something like that, which basically just has an overview of a bunch of different minifigures and like just their stock backgrounds of where they would be on Star Wars planets and stuff. So a lot of cool pictures here. We're gonna get more into them as we move on. But here's just like the big picture, I guess. Next up here, though, we have a look at the new Bad Batch minifigures, all 5 of which are looking very awesome in both of these images. On the top, you have them without their helmets, with all their details and such, and hair, pieces and accessories, whatever you want to say, and they look amazing. And on the bottom, you have them with their helmets on, and both pictures look really good. It's a very high-quality picture here, and it just makes them look even better. I mean, I'm not going to lie, the blurry images made them look not so good, but just with some better quality images, they all look a lot better, and I really think that in person, whenever you get your hands on them, they're going to be really nice. So, good job, LEGO. Next up here, though, going back to that kind of catalog or just last section of the image I talked about in the beginning, here we have a look at some of the Mandalorian minifigures. This is just a general overview here. We got Fennec Shan, a Dark Trooper, Moff Gideon, the Child, and Beskar Mando here. The minifigures that I want to look at the most, though, from this image are really just going to be Fennec Shan and Moff Gideon, both of whom we can see here. And Fennec Shan is really detailed, actually, And some of the other images, they were pretty blurry, so it's kind of hard to tell what Fennec Shan looks like. But in this image here, as you can tell, she's got really good printing all around. Her helmet is very nice. The weapon looks good. Really a lot more of a detailed and just really thorough minifigure than I originally thought. And then Moff Gideon is a little bit more simple, I feel like, but still solid. I mean, I feel like the simplicity is nice, honestly. And, you can complain about his Darksaber. It's not the biggest complaint from my point of view. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't really mind it too much, and I can definitely see why people don't like it, though. But overall, he also looks pretty good. And then next up, we have a look at this Dark Trooper here. And I'm not going to lie, I really like the way LEGO did this. When I saw this minifigure earlier, I was not necessarily concerned, but kind of, at a loss of words about how to describe it. It was like, I was kind of iffy about it. I just wasn't really sure what to think too much about it. I wanted a better picture, and I feel like this is a better picture here. And after thinking about it, I think it looks really good. The helmet mode is really excellent. That they really killed that. Usually they don't mess up things like that, and in this case, they didn't do that at all. It looks fantastic. I love it. The printing's great. I know it can be hard to make droid-type minifigures like that, but I think this is a really excellent minifigure, so I'm really proud of this one from LEGO. Excellent work here. Moving on here, looking at the other images on the right here, we have a look at some of the other Mandalorian-themed sets. In the top right corner, you can see Old Man Boba and Beskar Mando. Nothing too special or particular I want to talk about with those minifigs. They both look fine, right? And towards the bottom of them there, as you can tell, we can see some of the new Clone Wars minifigs, which include Bo-Katan, a Mandalorian warrior, and Gar Saxon. And all these minifigures are pretty excellent, I'm not going to lie. Some people kind of complain a little bit about Gar Saxon's helmet. I think those complaints are definitely somewhat justified, but honestly, I think the helmet generally just looks good. And overall, all these minifigures here, especially Bo-Katan, look really solid. Looking at some more images from the catalog on the top right here, we can see the Imperial Troop Transport minifigs, and it is confirmed there are going to be 2 Stormtroopers in that set, so that's that. They're Stormtroopers, so nothing special about them, but, they're fine. The Motor Trooper looks generally pretty good, and Greef Karga looks good. These minifigures really aren't too exciting, a little bit more bland, not as, eye-catching, but generally all of them are really good. There's not really anything wrong with them, so that's good. And again, they are somewhat unique, like the Motor Trooper and Greef Karga. So, good stuff there. We also get a look at some of the other minifigs. As you can tell, we get a look at the Mandalorian Forge minifigs, which generally look pretty good. I think the armor is fine. Some people complain about that one. I think she's okay. And the Mando is obviously good as always. But really my biggest complaint with them is going to be the Paz Vizsla minifig, which is kind of iffy in my opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of his helmet design. Everything else is fine. And then we get a look at Ahsoka and Maul, which are both pretty much perfect. Now the next image we get to see is just again of the Bad Batch, which we've seen a ton of images about them already, so I'm not really going to say anything about them. They look good, and that's really all they need to look like is good, and they look fantastic here. So well done, LEGO. Anyways, though, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for today's leaked LEGO Star Wars minifig images. I imagine we're going to get more and more every day, so I'm going to try to make as much videos as I can about them. This has been a lot of fun. There's a lot of really good minifigures, and, you know, I feel like I say this a lot, but this wave has really been excellent. You know, the early 2021 wave was not super special, but this one really is, and I feel like it's going to go down as one of the greats because it has a lot of good stuff, which includes sets and also minifigs, and all these minifigs honestly look really, really good. It's rare that something like this really happens too often, and here we get a bunch of sets, a bunch of neat minifigs, a bunch of unique minifigs, and a bunch of great minifigs, that's for sure. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think about all these minifigs? I think, like I've said many times, that they're fantastic. Please make sure that you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.